description. Welcome back, guys. Last time I asked you if we should accept the proposal to scout a future star. Not a single one of you guys said no, so by unanimous decision, we will go ahead with it. However, the thing that not a lot of you did agree on is if we should keep doing this in the seasons to come, scouting a potential future star every new season. But we'll discuss more about that when the time comes. Right now, we are waiting for him to come back to us, so we'll see at the end what player he found. That's right, guys, we will see at the end of this episode what the scout came back with. Hopefully it'll be an interesting player to grow, and hopefully we can grow him well. But as we go into these matches, you will notice in this episode a pattern of dominance from our Wimbledon in pretty much all the fixtures. We are playing not just league games, we are also playing some cup games in all the different cups that we are involved in. But from the dominant perspective, I do want to cover that because it's always a thing to talk about in career modes. Basically, if you do well, if you score a lot of goals, if you make it look easy like we are right now, over top through balls OP to Cole with that 91 acceleration and 95 sprint speed, I think it was last time I showed you a squad report. If you do that, you're gonna make it look easy, even if I'm only showing you the goals after an entire game that we struggled to create chances in. And here our winger actually puts in an amazing solo effort there to put it at the near post, and we win this first match 3-1. So yeah, as I was saying, some matches you make it look easier after it was a tough contested side match for the entire game, and then people will be like, oh, maybe you should turn the difficulty up. So the difficulty we are playing on is world class. I don't think, if you're doing a career mode, even if not for a video, I don't think you should go below world class in my opinion, because professional is just too easy. Now let's talk about legendary though, because that's where some people lead to. Like if you watch 89 Skills, he sometimes on the suggestion of his viewers sometimes switches to legendary because world class just becomes too easy after you learn basically the patterns of the behavior of the computer. So when you go on legendary though, when for example when Skills does that, his viewers start complaining about something else, which is the lack of good quality goals, because legendary, the computer is crazy on legendary. They have perfect vision. Everything they do, defending and attacking, is just completely robotic. Like even if world class already feels robotic, as I was saying, behavior of patterns and whatnot, but legendary is just a whole other ball game. So yeah, basically in a previous episode somebody asked if what difficulty we were on, and they didn't assume that we were on anything less than world class, but because they asked it in the first place, I'm gonna assume myself that they asked because it looked too easy. And trust me, sometimes it is a little easy. For example, this happens to me every single time I do a career mode, and I've done them in the past FIFAs, and it's the most annoying thing ever, because you struggle a game, you record, and you want to do well for your viewers, you want to show them a good game with your team and everything, and it's a very tough game, but then, like, let's say in the 75th minute, you score a goal, the opponents, the AI goes on, not ultra attacking, but I think they go, not all out attack, but I think they go on attacking or ultra attacking, and they are super open at the back. So then you counter them, and you from 1-0, you probably even make it 3-0 just from counter goals. And then the viewers, they just see that, and they think, oh, this is too easy. So that's the one bitter thing about doing a career mode. You're not really playing real people, and once you learn what the computer does, it doesn't really change its format that much. Like a human opponent will always be unpredictable compared to the computer. And as I was saying though, you want to do well, but then it's a bittersweet pill, because you're doing well, but then you know, oh, this is the third goal already with no reply, and I know people are gonna think it was too easy. So that's just one thing. But another thing, we are being so dominant because when I first started this career mode, I'm not gonna BS you guys. They felt so bad. I thought, oh, I don't think I know what I got myself into, because this team is bad. Like, they made horrendous touches. They couldn't keep the ball to their feet. We had basically no pace in the team except for the right mid, the French Lucet, who is a tremendous player. Again, the bronze Willian for me. But as I was saying, yeah, the team was very bad. And but then we made 5 changes. Granted, 2 of them are low knees, and we have to cover all that in a future episode. But we have changed the team around. It feels so good now, and especially with Cole on the counter, we are unstoppable. And that's just how it goes. But now we are in League 2, remember that. So every match until now, as Akinade gets a hilarious chip there. That wasn't even the elevation that beat the goalkeeper. That was just bad positioning. However, every team in this episode so far have been League 2 teams, which is why it was we are above League 2 right now. Our quality is above that, is beyond that. That's why we just demolished them. But however, that was the last match that ends like that, because now we are playing in the J Payne Trophy. And Port Vale, this is a special one because Port Vale is not a League 2 team. It is a Football League 1 team. And already we felt the difference in quality. So we're kind of in between League 1 and League 2 as far as quality right now, because in this match with Port Vale we actually struggled. A beautiful not deflection but block there by Gooding. We even got a replay on the shot block. And the second half begins there. We sub in a lot of players because we were struggling to create anything, and they were just unstoppable when on the ball. We really struggled to get the ball off them. And everything else that works out really well, like abusing Cole's pace, it was just not existent in this game because Port Vale were just above us. So we go into the dying ends of the game here, and they have a great opportunity, but our keeper pulls off a great save in the rebound. Thank God for us, it was not on target. But the 90th minute, and we put Cole here. Cole used his fast feet, gets inside. He's done this a million times, but he can't do it now. And the match ends at 0-0, but it is the trophy, it is the cup, so that we need to have a winner. So we go into extra time now, and finally they make a mistake, and we are planning to make them pay. Tefler here on the break, he's just gonna rocket that into the back of the net, and finally we break the deadlock in this match in the very first half of extra time. But then they have a throw in here. I just missed the tackle there, and I think the shot got deflected from one of the defenders, one of the center backs, and that's how they got it into the back of the net. So now we are risking a penalty shootout, and check that one out. Cole, how many times has he scored that goal in this episode? But he can't do it there. So we go into the penalty shootout. Now usually I'm very comfortable taking penalties because I have a very efficient penalty taking technique that I might even do a video on. But it's different when it's a penalty shootout, because usually your players are low on stamina. So the thing at the bottom where you select the power, that goes really quick and you struggle. But our players were actually pretty rested. I don't know, like their stamina was low, but the thing wasn't that bad. So in this penalty shootout, we are converting every single penalty so far, and then they put it down the middle. I saw the low power, you know the computer's gonna go down the middle. And how fitting it is that Cole is the one to wrap that thing up and put us through in the J Payne Trophy. The scout has come back with the player he believes could be the next big thing. It's someone by the name of Fernão Arnos from Portugal. He's 16 right now, 5 foot 10 inches tall, 145 pounds, a right-footed midfielder with the speciality of a playmaker. Technically, he's already eligible for us to promote to the first team. But this is where I need your guys' help. Should we keep waiting for him to develop further before we promote him? And if so, for how long? Or should we just go ahead and sign him right now? Maybe use him as a squad rotation player to give him some playing time. Let me know what you think is the best way to develop this youth player, so we can hopefully grow him as the best he can be. That's it for now. I'll see you guys back here next time.